morning, welcome to today's video. We are going to do yoga for teachers this morning, but anyone can join in, you don't have to be a teacher to benefit from the class. I'm doing 10-minute yoga classes every morning this month, so make sure you subscribe for a new yoga video every day. We are going to get started lying down, so lie down onto your back, knees bent, hands down by your side. Tuck your hips under so your lower back rests flat on the mat. Let your knees drop into one another. Feel your shoulders relax down. Close your eyes over and take a few deep breaths. So just feel the back of your body in contact with your mat. As you exhale, feel everything relax. Feel your shoulders drop down. Make sure there's no tension in your shoulders. Feel your back release, letting everything go. And then we're going to do some bridge poses. So we're going to bring the feet hips distance apart, knees directly up, so thighs are parallel with one another. Walk your feet in so you can just touch the back of your heels, and then have your hands down by your sides. Tuck the hips under, squeeze the core tight, tuck your chin slightly to your chest, and then inhale, lift your tailbone, start to slowly roll your back up off your mat, coming up into bridge pose. Take a breath up here, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, push your feet firmly down to the floor, lift your chest. On an exhale, roll slowly back down. So exhale, coming down piece by piece, hips coming down last. We're going to do a couple moving up and down with the breath, and then we're going to hold a little bit longer. So inhale, slowly roll up. Remember, tuck the hips under first, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Make sure your knees don't fall apart. Exhale, roll slowly back down in reverse, hips coming down last. One more time up and down like that. Inhale, slowly lifting up. Think of your spine as individual links coming up one at a time. Exhale, roll back down again, hips coming down last, and then we're going to lift and hold. So inhale, tuck the hips under, squeeze the core, squeeze the legs, lift the hips up. Hold there, push your feet firmly down to the floor, look up, lift up through the chest, push your arms slightly down. Big breath in and out through your nose. Keep your lower back long, keep the tailbone tucked under, and then exhale, roll slowly back down. When your back rests, rock your hips from side to side. And then take your right leg, cross your ankle over your left thigh so you make an upside down four shape with your legs. Hug your left knee into your chest and hold there. Take a deep breath. If this is too much of a stretch, you can just hold on to the back of the thigh, or you can keep your foot on the floor. And then drop your left foot to the floor. Extend your left leg out straight, and then take your right foot onto the top of your left thigh. And we're going to come into a twist. So you're going to take your right arm either all the way out to the side, or if you don't have space, you can bend at the elbow. Just make sure your shoulder drops down. Hold onto your right knee with your left hand. Twist yourself around at the waist, and then start to pull your knee over to your left. So you're coming into a twist. Turn your head to look right and hold there. And you want your knee to go down as far to the floor as you can get it before your shoulder starts to lift up. Slowly come back to the center, bring your head around first and then untwist from your waist. Bend your knees again, and we'll do our reclined pigeon pose on the other side. So we've got our left ankle coming across onto the right thigh, making that upside down four shape, and then either foot stays here, hold onto the back of the thigh, or hug your knee to your chest. Let your chest drop down to the floor, upper back relaxing, shoulders heavy. Maybe close the eyes again and just take those deep breaths. As you exhale, let go of any tension anywhere in your body. Just feel everything release. Feel the lower back push down to your mat. Feel your left leg completely relax. Feel the hips start to ease up. release again. Extend your right leg out straight and then take your left foot onto the top of your thigh. So left arm comes out to the side and then right arm comes onto your left knee. Start to take your knee over to the side, turn your head to the left. So left shoulder down, twisting from the waist, and then this left knee is coming down to the floor on your right side. Slowly untwist, come back to the center. Realign your spine and then hug your knees into your chest. Have a rock from one side to the other. Feel your back be gently pushed down to the floor. Feel all your back muscles. Have a gentle massage as they get smushed into your mat. And then come to the center, take your hands onto the back of your thighs, rock backwards and forwards. Rock all the way up, and we're going to flip into downward facing dog. So hands come down, fingers spread wide, walk your feet back. Pause in down dog for a breath or two. So hands are shoulder distance, feet are hips distance. Slide your shoulders down your back, squeeze your arms, soft bend in your knees. So first thing in the morning, back of the legs are probably a bit stiff, so just go easy with it. Slow deep breaths, keeping everything gentle, keeping the breath slow and steady, keeping the mind relaxed, just focusing on your body and your breath and on the present moment. On your next inhale, come into a plank. So weight coming over the shoulders, lower yourself down onto your abdomen, and we're going to do the Sphinx pose. So we're going to have forehead to the floor, feet hips distance apart, hands in line with the top of the head, elbows tucked in close. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, and hold there. Walk your elbows in so they come under the shoulders. Push your forearms down, look directly in front of you. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you're trying to make a bit of a curve in your upper back. You're trying to shoot your chest forwards between your upper arms. Neck nice and long, back of the neck extending, so the neck just carries on that curve of the spine. Keeping those slow and steady breaths going throughout the whole class. So in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale right down into the abdomen as well as the chest, and then exhale, relaxing. You're going to ease off slightly, so just let the chest drop down. Take your right arm across your mat and then bend your left knee, and you're going to take your left hand around, see if you can find your foot. If you can, then you're going to bring your chest back to the center and lift back up. If you can't, then you're going to keep your arms crossed in front, flex your foot and kick your heel into your body and lift your chest. So you've got two options, either like this or with the left hand onto the left foot, gently pulling the leg in, and at the same time kick into your foot to lift your chest a little higher. So we're in half bow pose here. Feel the front of your left shoulder roll back. Make sure you don't collapse into your right arm. Keep that right arm nice and strong. Slowly release, reset everything, come back to the center, and then bend your right knee, take your right arm around, see if you can find the foot, and then remember those two options. So you're either holding onto your foot, pulling the foot in with your hand, but then at the same time, try to extend your leg, and it's going to lift your chest up, look forwards, and then your other option, again, is to have both arms in front of the body, flex your foot and kick your heel in towards your glute. Pause there for a moment and then release. Lower your chest down, lower your head, take your arms back behind you, palms faced into the center, so thumbs point down and fingertips reach back behind you. Inhale, lift your head and your chest up, stretch your arms back behind you. Exhale, lower back down, rest your chin to the mat. Inhale, lift back up, exhale down. One more time, inhale, lift, Exhale, lower. Take your hands under the shoulders. Come into child's pose. So lift it up through hands and knees. Bring your big toes together, knees out nice and wide. Sit back to your heels. Sink your hips down and fold over your legs. Rest your head. Forehead resting on the mat or on your hands if that's more comfortable for you. Close the eyes over. Feel your back expand. Feel your shoulder blades stretch out. Feel the chest melt down to the floor. On your next inhale, roll slowly up. Roll your shoulders back. Come into your seated position. So whether that's crossed legs or whatever's comfortable for you. A couple of shoulder rolls each way again, and then we'll do some head rolls. So as you do your head rolls, make sure you don't look straight up, so you keep the back of your neck long the whole time. You don't crane your neck back. So we'll just do a few head rolls one way and then a few back the other way, moving really slow and steady, focusing on how your neck feels. Switch directions if you haven't already. Notice how the stretch changes as you're looking in different directions. And then pause with your chin to your chest. Roll the shoulders back, sit tall, let your head hang heavy, close your eyes over. Breathe deeply. And then inhale, stretch your arms out and up, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest to finish. Namaste.